Well, hopefully we have second time lucky. We are back. And YouTube says it has an excellent connection. So I don't know how long I'm going to be believing that for. The GOAT. Thank you. Quality seems better than earlier. Lovely. Thank you for the update. Much appreciated there. I think I found the problem. I reset my internet box. What was one thing. But I also took my Ethernet cable off the top of my PC that I put there by mistake earlier. Basically it overheated the Ethernet cable, I think. So while it was on top of the PC, it was taking the heat from the PC, and I think that was ruining a lot of the performance. Let's see what we can do to fine-tune this setup. But to be honest, it's already feeling pretty dangerous. How you doing, the noob? Looks a lot better now. Happy to hear. Is my voice versus game audio good? Why'd you quit esports? Wanted more time for lunch. Surprised that wasn't an invalidation, you know. Really strange. Really strange the car behavior for you there. Maybe the game is a little bit quiet. We can boost the game audio pretty easily. Just give me 2 seconds. Go to 65. See how that handles it. But yeah, really strange car behavior through turn 1. You can use these setups against AI, yeah. Primarily designed for like league racing, etc. But you can use them. I do use them in my own AI races as well. And I don't adjust them. Like I say, if you do my team and you're adjusting the my team car with upgrades, then maybe you will need a slightly different balance, as these are balanced to and tuned to the online cars. Yeah, I believe medium and overtake is better than using hot lap at all. I just can't find any evidence that hot lap is an efficient mode to be using.
Yes, excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work. Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
Let's see.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry.
Kind of mid. The original baseline setup was already better than that. I think we struck gold pretty quickly. You know why they remove engine braking? I think they removed engine braking, so it was quite unnecessary, to be honest. Really unnecessary, in fact. So, I'm happy they removed engine braking. I think you can only run it on 100% anyway, with the way the game was made. So it just added a really unnecessary feature. I think it comes down to that, to be honest. Hot lap is really unnecessary? Yeah, for me, yeah. I mean, maybe I'm going to be proven wrong. And maybe it's proven that hot lap is better. Who knows? But from what I found so far, then... yeah. Yeah, this setup is the one. At least the balance of it. How you doing, Victor? Welcome in. I might have used too much battery early in the lap here. Welcome in, Jack, as well. Hope you had a good day.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
Yeah, I think doing like a 24-9 would be a crazy lap. I think that would be an absolute crazy lap right now to do a 24-9. Because already...
Qualifying complete. All that remains
I wish I could
is the
turn off
main
this
event. We'll be live and uninterrupted
commentary.
for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
But yeah, that already feels good. I think with maybe a better battery strategy, can probably take away a 10th. But hard to see, because honestly, you don't lose that much on the back straight with the way the battery is already. Let's try. Let's try. But this is already in a really nice way. Maybe you're Brendon from Kicks Albert? Indeed. Probably. Hopefully. I might be. But maybe done better with the curb usage there. The early downshift doesn't work. Better to keep 7th for longer. How the hell do we get tires to temp, especially in the race? I can't really... To be honest, it's just better on maximum temp. The tire pressure is a bit strange this year. They were last year as well. But even if the tire is saying that it's blue, for example, the hard tire on Bahrain, the front right basically spends the whole time under temperature. But when I tried removing front pressure, the car became incredibly unstable. Incredibly unstable, you know. So that's always been my test so far, and it always points towards it's better to have a tire with maximum pressure, what's stable, rather than a tire better temp with less pressure, what's unstable. Fabio, man, how you doing? Thank you so much for the raid, buddy. Much love. I saw that you were doing Spa. Did you win? You started P2 for the sprint race, no? Is this where we learn how to go faster? No, mate. It's just where I chat shit, to be honest. The real tips come in VC. Did I change anything on the setup? No, I didn't. That was just gonna shoot. Right, let's turn off the battery earlier here. And see if we get anything back on the next straights. Hello, curb. That was slower. That was dog. And let's see. We gain literally nothing on top speed. Unlucky. Won both sprint race and race, yeah. AI is meh over there. Unlucky for the AI, but good job, man. How you doing, Yasmin? Hope you had a good day. Was you on house or car insurance today? Thrilling choice between the two. How do I stabilize the car under braking? You're able to brake way later than me. Either by brake input, and you really stabilize with doing more stable input, or adding rear downforce is a good way. It's going good, thank you, Ash. Hope you're doing good as well. Just home insurance? Lovely jubbly. How was your day? Yeah, it was good, thank you. Bit busy. A bit of work, a bit of running. A bit of streaming. A bit of cooking. I think I might order delivery after the stream. Although it's not like the best food ever, there's this restaurant called The Real Greek. Well, it's not very real at all. I don't think it has like that much additional quality of Greek food. But as food that you order in goes, it's pretty good for being somewhat healthy. That's good. I didn't have a skill issue that time. That was nice. 154
Okay,
again.
good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
Alright, that setup is cooking, to be fair. Practice for Canada race tomorrow. There's a maximum tire pressure. Carvo felt unsettled. Victor, definitely go maximum tire pressure. Otherwise, if you go minimum rear tire pressure, then you're gonna get massive tire deg. Really big tire deg, in fact.
Goodbye for now then, but we are really just getting started. Make sure you
How
join
you
us
doing,
again
Hector?
for Lights Out
What's a
tomorrow.
good time at Miami? Hopefully a 25.1. Site called HelloFresh. Man, they sponsor like everyone. Like every second YouTuber's got a sponsor by HelloFresh. I've never tried them, to be honest. I've never tried them. They must be good. They must be good if everyone's using them. I'm from Greece. Mate, I love Greek food. I think that sort of diet, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's called the Mediterranean diet. And that sort of concept around it, I think is one of the best diets in the world. I think it's so good. And like over this last week, I've been researching a bit more about diets and removing not really removing food, but changing food in my diet. And it's sort of, that's what I want to go towards. Yeah, Luke, I need to do that. Good point, buddy. Food
What
is
a
the
race
best.
we have in store for us today. With a
Tastes so
competitive
freaking
field
good. Yeah,
ready
it
to
does. It does, man.
Let's
It
run
really
you through the
does.
driver grid
How
order
you
for
doing,
today's
SBO?
exciting race.
How you doing, Lump?
Well, we
Brendon, how
welcome
you
you
doing?
to
I'm
the
doing good, thank you,
broadcast. It's
TK.
going
How
to
you
be
doing?
some race today. First of all, introductions. I'm up.
I think... Let me pause it, because otherwise the engineer speaking is going to annoy me again. I think Greek food is good universally around the world. Of course, more than likely, I've not been to Greece, but I imagine it's at its peak at home. But I think Greek food is one of the only foods that can be well done around the world. I think even Italian food in Italy is up there with the best, you know? Italian food made properly, even anywhere around the world, is good. But not that many people know how to make top-level Italian food. You know what I mean? Like, whereas I don't want to offend anyone from Greece. Of course, there's a lot of technique in the food. But I think it's much more easier to get, like, an 8 out of 10 Greek food dish. You see what I mean? And with Italian dish, an average chef can maybe only get it to its, like, 6 out of 10. You know? I should go to sleep, mate. Local time 2:20, and I have exam. Mate, good luck for your exams tomorrow. Let me know how they go. Hopefully they go well, man. Good luck. How you doing? Welcome in, buddy. It's your first F1 game, mate. Chad, how are you enjoying it then? Hopefully you're enjoying. I saw an Italian chef rating Greek food as the second best in the world. I'm guessing he put Italian first.
All right, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
If an Italian does not
Radio
put
check.
their own food first, they are not Italian. That is a fact. That is a fact. I don't think I can actually take wing off this car for the race. So what I saw in qualifying, the car was already on the limit. They are iconic, not gonna lie. Yeah, Italian confidence is like nowhere else in the world, you know? It is absolutely peak life. Oh. Right, we'll give the race up a little whirl, see if it's balanced. Yeah, I'm Italian and you agree? What part of Italy are you from? I think this is probably one of the stronger tracks for the AI as well. Oh, that's a wall. Having great fun? Ah, mate, lovely to hear. I can't see the full message because I've not got my text box. There we go. Got the words out eventually. Fully opened. But I'm really happy to hear that you're having a good time, Chad. Don't read text? No, I want to read text. I'm doing good, thank you, buddy. How are you doing? Windfee? I'm doing good, buddy. Hope you're well as well. Yeah, I like to read text. I don't want to just start my stream and not speak to someone. Just sit here, do laps. Bye-bye. I'm happy to have a community. But TK, what did you spend your money on? Glad to hear that you're doing good though. Oh, a bit of understeer there, but... Nah, it's all good, mate. I appreciate you, Lewis. You're a legend. You're a legend, mate. I know I didn't have a good joke. Whole new PC? Oh, mate. Is it a decent one, though? I imagine. I'm going to sound like probably such a silly boy. But is the GPU the graphics card? I really don't know that much about PCs. You finally ordered your rig? Nice, what rig did you get? Using your face in F125? And don't regret it? Let's go, baby. You know, that's the first thing I say. Like, whenever I next get a girlfriend, that'll be the second thing I say to her parents. The first thing will be, hello. But the second thing would be, did you know? I'm in the F125 game. You can play as me. You should. Probably won't happen that way, but... nice to dream. Right, deck of the tyres is pretty okay. Yeah, I'm more or less happy with the setup. I want to fine-tune it a little bit. Bit of rear locking. But it helps the rotation, ironically. It's a great spec. Lovely, mate. And yes, GPU's graphic processing card. Oh, lovely. I think you would just because... I think you would just because them to look confused and change the subject. So how's work? You play video games, right? Would be over. Basic trophy, didn't want full aluminum profile, but just don't have the room for it. Ah, fair enough, mate. That's a really nice start, though. That's a really nice start. Bit tire wet deck. Right, we'll do one more lap. Save the setup and move over. How is that not an invalidation? And the rear's a bit loosey-goosey. But it actually kind of works to help lap time. I did 100% Saturday. Track guide really helpful. Mate, let's go! Oh, man, I'm really happy to hear that the video is useful. How you doing, Jacob? Right. Yeah, setup is half decent. I want to fine-tune it a little bit before I release that.
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
But as a baseline,
Radio check.
it's in a nice way. He'll just stand there awkwardly like, ka-chow. So do you want to play F125 with me? Why am I resaving the setup? I've already got a setup slot. Right, that just needs a little bit of work, and it'll be lovely jubbly to go out to the public. Don't know. I'll aim for the end of the week to do another update. How much do you enjoy driving F1 My Team tractors? Mate, it's my life. It's honestly my life, that is. Nothing better, nothing worse. What do we have? So Miami's done. Oh. We'll do Imola next. I finally put in a setup and I found the difference is insane. In what way, buddy? What way? How do you mean like the difference is insane? Love a bit of Imola, I do. Brendon, do you need me to donate you a razor? Nah, I need you to, like, donate me a hot dog. That'd be lovely, mate. That'd be sweet.
Welcome to the circuit named for Ferrari. It is qualifying at a special arena for motorsport. Welcome to Imola.
What's your favourite brand of tea? I haven't actually drank tea in a long while, to be honest, mate. I haven't drank tea. I've cut it out for my life. It was, like, I've noticed a thing with caffeine. That it gives me cramps on my left rib. Also was giving me muscle twitches on my left elbow. So I've done a lot of work to reduce caffeine in my life quite recently. So yeah, I haven't drank tea. I've had 1 cup of tea in like the last month and a half, probably. Where's my Imola setup? How you doing, Yusuf? How would the setups be updated, right? How would it work? So when you buy the setup, you get sent a PDF files with all the tracks that have already been made. And then when I update the setup, the automatic app I have in the website will resend you a new download link containing the new files, basically. And they'll be mapped out like V1, V2, V3, etc., etc., etc. That's how it's going to work. Well, hopefully anyway. But that's my plan. So then you get the V1, or when you buy the package, you'll get the most updated setup there is. And then when I update them further, you'll get even more. You love using my character in game? Hey, thank you. Will the setups be updated? Oh, I've already answered that one. Is that a Fanatec wheel? It isn't. It's Asher Ultimate. I really like it. It's a good wheel. Pretty enjoyable. Alright, let's bust it out. Imola, hello. Glad to hear that you're doing good as well, though. You need some advice? Should I get a Fanatec or Moza? I'd probably say Fanatec, to be honest. Nothing against Moza, but I would say Fanatec has a bit more name behind them, so you're probably risking less by taking a Fanatec. Seed position? I don't think so, Sunshine. Hello, track limits. How you doing, Nick? Look at that, we got blue flag at the start of the session, but Ollie Berman's nowhere to be found anymore. See you later, mate. You are done and dusted. Easy P1. Right, the setup was already really strong. The setup was already very strong. Very strong. I still need to map that button to change my tires. Honestly, I think let's just do another lap on that. Wasn't it? If it wasn't for Esports Formula Star rigs, we'd still be running F1 Star rig or GT. I prefer Formula for sure, buddy. Like, for me, like, I don't really like the GT. I don't like being on top of my pedals, you know? I like to be pushing against them, not on top. Yeah, I like it everywhere, Hector. Really good question, though, about the rig. Yo, how you doing, Victoria? I'm doing good, thank you. Hope you're doing good as well. How much does a load cell make a difference? A big difference. Just do a potentiometer, a normal type of brake pedal. It's hard to say a lap time because you don't get more grip, but it's easier to drive to the limit of the grip. We're gonna get traffic off this one car. Come on, Alex.
Are you okay?
Oops.
That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
I don't know what happened there, chat. I must have missed my breaking point. Strange. Oh, now he gets out the way. I guess he did learn his lesson. When's the next video dropping? I'm not too sure. Depends what you want. Probably not tomorrow. Because I get really frustrated by the To be honest, I get really frustrated by the YouTube algorithm. So you try to put out videos like consistently and do consistent content, and YouTube just goes, nope. If you do something consistent, bosh, your algorithm is nuked. So maybe not tomorrow, maybe the day after. I don't actually know if I need to do much more tweaking to this setup. How can I be fast as Unk? Have more tea. Why are the Sauber mirrors floating? That's a good question. Magic. So the actual balance is top tier already. Like, the balance is chef kiss. Oh, don't fast forward too much. Right, we're 5 clicks now down on wing. Let's see how this goes. Gonna miss you so much in esports. Thank you, mate. I won't, to be honest. I'm very happy that I'm not in it, to be honest. Like, some people ask me sometimes, like, are you coming back? Nope. I'm out of there, man. Are there setups coming for the reverse tracks? There will be indeed, yeah. Indeed there will be. That track number is hilarious. Maybe this lower wing was the way, man. Oh, I've used too much battery.
Yes, excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that
Right.
one. Nice work. Come on.
13.5. Let's see what happens if we go back up on wing.
The qualifying wrapped up. We now have our group.
Because now we have that reference. The lap was decent. Probably has a bit more battery management there somewhere. But from driving, it was good. Fair point, Brendon. You had 2 champs, don't need to prove anything more. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I never felt a need to prove anything to anyone else. But I don't feel a need to prove anything to myself is the biggest point, I think. I'm satisfied with what I've done. I think I can have a bigger impact in my life outside of it now. It is what it is. How you doing, Jamie? The sky's up. It's like your one and only message per stream, and I love it. Right, we use more battery here. That cut was insane. Also, I'm starting to learn just how quick wheel flicking is. I'm clearly not pushing the track limits enough here, you know? Lower wings might be in the way. We might build my delta just from battery usage.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
Good job.
Who would you say my toughest opponent in F1 Esports was? Probably my bed, because I like sleeping.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Yeah, bed was my biggest opponent. That and the buffet. On a more serious answer, I think my biggest opponent was just doing the stuff that wasn't enjoyable. I was like locked in 2017, 2018 and doing the stuff that wasn't enjoyable. But after that, to be honest, I switched off. I didn't even realize I switched off, but I wasn't pushing the little details anymore. I was just driving, you know. What is not good when I look back on it, but it's life. I didn't know I didn't consciously know I was doing that. It was a subconscious thing. And yeah, the results suffered. Unk still got it, baby. Give it to me. Why are there two cars in the pit lane? Was there a race you were so mad at point you wanted to break something? I smashed my wheel in 2021 COTA qualifying. So, wait. Story time. Story time, chat. Basically, I bottled maybe a top 3 start in COTA by getting wheel spin and then just a silly mistake in the final sector. I think it would have been top 3. And I came out of the final corner. I was so mad. I don't condone doing this, by the way. Don't do this. But this is not the exact wheel we ran, of course. Back then, we did not have the support system here. So imagine like not having the support system right here. Ooh. Bear with me, chat. Maybe I have a better example to... No, it's stuck underneath stuff. Don't bear with me, chat. I have a good example to show you. I punched through here, and I broke the supports on the wheel. So basically, imagine this connection was not here anyway. I punched here on the wheel, broke the supports, and then, yeah, that's when I was at my maddest. Like I say, I don't condone doing it, but my hand went straight through the... my hand went straight through the wheel rim. But again, don't do that. What was one F1 Esports qualifying that you went all out? If there was one small turn, you lose pole. Hands were numb. 2017 Abu Dhabi. Why am I in the gravel? 2017 Abu Dhabi qualifying. I was like the final race for that. The final race for the 2017. Before my final lap in qualifying, I was like P16. I knew if I started P16, championship over. So I had one more lap to get myself up the grid. And I put it P2, what meant we was back in championship contention. That was probably the most nervous lap I've ever done in my life. Excuse me. FIA, where's the track limits? Maybe that low wing is not good. Then they beefed up the sport section for the wheel? Maybe. I'm too low on battery. You can really attack track limits this game around here. You definitely couldn't do that last year. What's that, 0.2? 0.2.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
Nice work, gents. Nice work.
0.2. I'll take that. That was feeling good.
The qualifying complete. All that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us.
How you doing, Renz? Welcome in, buddy. Curved riding nailed in 23. I would agree with that statement, yeah. It was probably at its best over there.
And so we welcome you to the
grid. I don't care.
Radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Radio check, radio check. Uh-oh, Imola V2 Right, do I change anything on the setup? Let's try a little bit more off-throttle differential. And see how that goes. Yo, how you doing? Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Oh, I'm just silly. Wow, that's not a track limit. Already gapped Albon. Wait, why is Albon P2? Oh, my hand just hit my mic. Right, there's at least a few more temps in the 40 lap. Just from knowing these track limits. Track limits just decided to leave the game. Facts. What wheel do I use? I use Asher Ultimate. Rewatched the 2017 finale a few days ago. Last lap move was clutch, big time. Fabrizio could have won it if he didn't give back the position. No, he had a penalty for cutting the corner. So even if he'd finished ahead on track, he would have been behind anyway. Hopefully they patch the track limits. So I feel like I'm travelling to France. On every corner. I'm so far away from the white line, you know? No, setup change. Brendan, good question. Do you do field lesson?
Okay, mate. Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Ooh, sorry, I wanted to wait for the engineer to stop speaking. At the moment, I don't, but I'm planning to offer maybe in July, August time. The reason I'm not is I just want to put all my energy to making the setups as good as possible. Then once I really feel happy where the setups are, then I think I'll open coaching again. But until then, full focus on the setup train. But like I say, probably around July, August time. Probably more likely August. Uh-oh. Sound as a pound. Yo, girl, still got the driving skills? Thank you. I credit the toast I had before the stream. Give it to me. You do commentary on esports? I'd like to. It's too early to have those conversations with the organizer. But they got better lunch than the drivers did last year. So I'm already sold. Like, last year the drivers got like this buffet thing. Whereas the presenters ordered food in every day at expense to the company. I won that in my life. Hello. I'll do the commentary for free for that. Gogglebox do that? Do what? How good is Jake on esports? He's amazing. Just a little guy. Is it he? Wait, what? Do you mean Venom? Do you mean like how good Jake Venom is? Yo, Drewster, man. Cool Fudge Jaw has joined the session. You could be an esports reserve driver? No. There's so many things in life that I would much rather do than be an esports reserve driver. Speaking of esports reserve drivers, here's Yana Watmit. How you doing, man? I saw you doing open lobbies, man. Hopefully those TikTok clips are going to be cooking. Ayo. Yano, I was just speaking about the food last year in esports. Can you attest to the quality? Because it was super high levels of quality. Such good timing. Man, I've been exposed. Dog shit. You tell him, man. That's what we like to hear. Prison food is better? Facts. Have you ever heard of the Nutriloaf? I think it's America, where they basically cook a meatloaf or vegetable loaf to the nutritional requirements of a human, and that's it. And that can be what it's like. My skill issue, man.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Right. We want Marcel and Brendon on duo for setups, for commentary. Man, there would be no commentary. There would be no commentary. It would just be me and Marcel speaking random facts about lunch. Commentary wouldn't exist. Just wouldn't exist. Are you still changing the setups? I am indeed. So, my plan is to finish the rest of the tracks for the V2 setup. Wait, I need to probably pause it and talk because I can't multitask. There we go. Basically, yeah, Troy, my plan is, because of course I think you can see, because I think you have the pack, no? Well, I know that you have the pack, I just don't know if you downloaded the update or not. That the V1 and V2 setups are currently in the PDF files. So I want to get every track to a level 2 or a V2 standard. And then I can tweak from that point onwards to perfect them. And then roll out updates just whenever and feeling good with the tracks as I do league races, etc. But yeah, I want to have like V2 standard for every track. What day is it today? Monday. Maybe by the end of the week would be nice. That's my plan. And you see a dive bomb here from another postcode. Not sure what he was thinking. Man, I was saying this to a few guys the other day. Let me put the face cam on for this. I really want to do interviews on F1 Esports for when a driver goes out of Q1. I want to be that person. I want to be that person because I know all the excuses. Like, I know every single excuse in the book because I've used them myself. So when a driver goes out of Q1 and they're like, oh, well, this happened and 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 this happened, I'm going to be like, liar! You were just slow. Audio is breaking. Unlucky. Unlucky lap invalidation. Really good. Seems really good. Just where only when the tire deck comes in, I just lack the grip. On the rear axle or on the front, Troy? What side do you lack the grip from? A lot of it can be tire overheating. But of course, as I learn the setups more, I'll get better at like predicting that balance, how it will evolve during the stint. Rear, copy that, buddy. Something you can do in the short term, Troy, is adding some off-throttle differential. That'll add genuine understeer to the car. Understeer because I touched the grass, not good, it's a good issue. And that may help balance the car a little bit more as the stint goes on, you know. Okay, I got my first track limit around Imola. Yeah, for a few years now, Adam. She does a good job, you know. The only thing you hate is understeer? Yeah, understeer is quite slow. Depends where you want the car balance to be, because it's really rare to have a good car balance at the start and at the end of the stint, you know? So, it depends where you want to take the advantage. Almost got him. Come here, you. Ah, unlucky, mate.
Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
That rewind was insane. P19 qualifying, at least she wasn't last. Skill issue today. Facts. Maybe just a skill issue.
Okay.
I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say that, Troy, because I don't know the level that you drive at. But everyone has a different style, you know, what they like in the car.
Radio check, radio check.
So, like, I can't disregard your ability
Radio
without knowing it. Do you know what I mean? I came on pole for the first time with Silverstone. Very nice, Adam. Do different games, racing games feel different? Yeah, like, iRacing feels really different to F1. I said, of course, it feels very different. No racing game really feels the same, to be honest. It is not cooking. If you wanna be my lover, then you gotta get with my friend. Loving me ain't easy. Do you prefer a car that understeers or oversteers? Understeer. How would you get better at race starts? I have a YouTube tutorial for that. No. 11,600 on the RPM. Reduce the throttle slightly on the race start. And away you go. Lovely jubbly. Managed to finish 4th from 22nd Austria. Mate, let's go! That's awesome, mate. Congratulations. But is it the game still same as real life that you don't... you don't... Like, in real life, that's a lot to do with the tyre warm-up. But the theory is still the same in the game, yes. If you can save your tyres by 5% at the start of the stint, you will have that advantage for the rest of the stint, you know? So it's worth having. If you can save the tyre, then it's good to go, mate. Okay, as long as I get that to 11, I am good. Yeah. Hey, Brendon, what is the name of the software that shows the throttle and temperature in game? Race Labs. But it's only available on PC. You wanna get with my lover, you gotta get with my friend. Loving me ain't easy. Do you edit your YouTube videos yourself? Yep. So, my schedule is kind of nuts at the moment. So, I used to have help with Scotty Designs, but basically, I took back on the responsibility to do my own thumbnails. He's really great at what he does. Just didn't notice the difference in the views, etc. So, basically, I edit let me get my words out. I edit the videos myself. I make the thumbnails myself. I do the streaming myself. I do the setup to my website myself. I made the website myself. I do the marketing for the website myself. I reply to the emails from the website myself. Yeah. Everything that I'm doing is by myself. So my schedule is a bit nuts, but I like it that way. But yeah, Scotty Designs, really talented guy. Really love him. But yeah, just like I say, my YouTube's a bit strange, to be honest. I just didn't see an increase in views, and it's pretty quick for me to make the thumbnail. So I was like, okay. On some days it's time to take a nap. Mate, I slept at like 4 AM yesterday. But that was from like just a weird sleep. It was one of those days. It wasn't purposeful. But my delivery orders are a bit insane at the moment. I wouldn't say just consistency. YouTube is really strange, to be honest. Like, I've tried consistency with YouTube. And it's really strange how it works in the way that, yeah, it's not like just consistency. And like, when I post certain videos, they sometimes do well, they sometimes do bad. But I've actually noticed, like, generally, F125 videos are doing worse than F124. What's really strange. It's really strange that, to be honest. I never would have expected it. But yeah, it's very strange. Scotty is so good, very prominent in the OCD commentary as well. Top bloke. Mate, love him. He's top level, he is. Deliveroo, sponsored by Brendon Leigh soon. Or I should say Brendon Leigh sponsored by Deliveroo. I don't want to sponsor their company. I ain't got the dollar for that. Let me check. I'm going for Street Waffles again. Nice. Send me over some. How do I see my orders? Uh-oh. Look, I'm not eating unhealthy. Look. Look, okay. Pizza Express on the 13th of June. Las Iguanas? I don't know how to pronounce that. On the 13th. The Real Greek on the 11th, 10th, 7th, 3rd. Kurikuro, I don't know how to pronounce that, on the 31st. And then it's not too bad from that point onwards. But it's been a little bit busy recently. I've been giving Fabs videos for the past 2 years. Still finding what both people enjoy rolling out with consistency. Do you mean like Fabio, like Infratic Fabio? Yeah, I think the way I want to do YouTube is upload videos what I think have purpose to them. I enjoy streaming My Team Career Mode a lot. I really do. It's really fun. But I just don't really find like the videos bring purpose to my channel. I think generally from what I see on YouTube, people want to see me either giving information or racing against people. I think because I built my channel so far by like tutorials and league racing, yeah, I think people don't really want to see me doing that much of career mode, I guess. Deliver the free setups in exchange. Mate, over COVID, I almost ended up coaching the CEO of Instagram. I wonder if he still follows me. What's his name? I don't know his name. I forgot his name. Unlucky. Mike? I think it's Mike. What's Mike? Mike! Where are you, Mike? I can't remember his name. I might do it tomorrow, Troy. Might do it tomorrow. Compared to the Blender, we cook. Must be amazing driving yourself in game. Mate, I'm much taller in the game, so I like that about myself. Like, in real life, I'm like 5 foot nothing. And in game, I'm like 6'2". It's amazing. I can go around and tell people I'm 6'2". I don't specify where. Track limit. OG. Ah, okay. It wasn't him. It was someone called Mike. Same height as Ocon. We take those. Mate, I love Ocon. He's a top-level guy, man. He gets so much hate because of the Alonso fanbase bandwagon. But, like, genuinely, he's one of the, like... I'm not going to say best drivers on the grid, but he's for sure one of the most underrated. Must feel like an ant compared to Presnay. Yeah. He's a tall boy. He had his wheatie picks, that's for sure. He's a very tall boy. My favourite F1 driver of all time? Jim Clark. Do I like Sainz? Yeah, I like Sainz. Got along with him well. When we was both in Ferrari. Right, the setup feels good. I want to tweak it a little bit more behind the scenes, I reckon. That's grass. That's a skill issue. Favorite current driver?
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
I really want to turn
Radio
off
check.
those radio check messages. Like, the first time it was cool. First time it was really nice. But, like, now it's just like, please stop. Favorite current driver? Lewis. Current. Favorite. But when he retires, dunno, to be honest. I released 13 tracks for the V2. Now I'm working on the other 11. 10. 11. My maths was not mathing. Do you think Nico would have got more championships in if he didn't retire in 2016? No. But Nico gets a lot of hate. Nico gets a lot of hate, but I think he's incredibly underestimated. And I genuinely think he is a driver. No disrespect, because he was so talented, don't get me wrong. But Nico was a driver, in the relative scale of Formula 1, was not that naturally talented. In the scale of Formula 1. But what he did with his mind, and to be at his body at the peak performance, day in, day out, especially in 2016, I think he went to places that probably not many F1 drivers have ever been in their mind. I think Nico Rosberg was one of the most tough, mentally, drivers ever. In my opinion, at least. Let me check the setup list. What is next? What is next? What is next? What is next? We just did it with a... Ooh. Yeah, you should already have a lot of the V2 tracks. Yeah, they gave me 61 rated, but it is what it is. Nah, let's do Australia. Australia's more fun than Silverstone. That's max? What, in terms of mentally tough? To beat Lewis, yeah, but also... to...
A one-time
Ah,
airfield.
engineer, please stop talking. Where was my Ford train? My trainer Ford. To also get beaten by Lewis in 2014 and 2015, especially 2015 so comprehensively, and then to come back, really impressive. I already have 13 tracks of the V2 ready. They're already published on the website. And then I'm planning to get the other tracks out, what I'm working on at the moment, for Friday. Yeah, I agree. Max is old school. Max is old school. He's a Street Fighter, you know? No, Max has had lots of top-level teammates. He has a lot of top-level teammates. The thing is, though, Max, I agree, he's one of the toughest mentally, probably ever, in Formula 1. But he has such a unique driving style, and he's so fast with it. I think his teammates come, they see where he extrapolates the lap time, they try to copy, and they fail. Like, I think that's a lot of the problem. But for sure, Max is one of the best ever in Formula 1. Ever. Ricardo? Oh, as in Ricardo. Yeah, Ricardo was top level. Thank you for your videos, very helpful. Mate, really happy to hear that you find them helpful. Thank you. Really appreciate that. People say Nico got lucky, but who hasn't won a championship without some luck? Oh, no, I agree. Everyone gets lucky. Or at least avoids unlucky moments, let's say. You're a legend, Brendon. Can't imagine esports without you. Thank you. Probably good to start imagining it, though, to be honest. Because I'm not racing this year. Do you think Max would also shine? Yeah, I think Max would shine anywhere. Just can't stay the throttle like Senna the same way. You can't get pace like Max does. Yeah, like Max extrapolates the best. But also, Max's mentality is like, in my opinion, it's kind of very like, I'm here to do what I want. And I say that as a compliment. I think Max has a really nice personality out of the car, from what I've seen, what I've heard. But I think Max's biggest strength is when it comes down to performance, he has no compromise. There is no political thought, from what I can see. He is just like, I want this setup, I want this better, do it. Then I will drive on the track. Done. And I really respect that, to be honest. Do you miss sitting on tracks and driving on the same track for practice? Nope. Will Kimi be a World Drivers Champion? Possibly. 80% yes. He just feels good with pressure. Can't compare him to Norris or something. Well, I don't really think he just deals with pressure well. He just doesn't put pressure on himself. I think that's the biggest part of it. I think Max just doesn't put himself in a situation to feel pressure. So, like, yes, he deals with pressure well because that's his coping mechanism to not feel it in the first place. But also, like, the stuff, I think, what he experienced with his father growing up, I get the impression his mentality is like, well, I already experienced that with my father, so what is the pressure of this lap now? You know? Bonotto has improved steak a lot. Yeah, he's been grilling. He's got the medium rare. Will Lando ever be a world champion? Win a championship? If he keeps driving like this, no. He has the pace, for sure. Lando has the pace to be a world champion. But I think he's overthinking it. If he just focused on the driving, and only the driving, I think he could win, to be honest. On a raw pace, he's faster than Oscar. But he's just not mentally in a place to put it all together. Over a lap at the moment. Over a race. Like, he almost beat Oscar straight up. After starting a few positions behind him in Montreal. And then he shunted into the back of Oscar. Well, it was a bit silly. I understand what he was going for. Vettel did the same overtake a few years ago. And he was waiting for the gap to open in turn 1. Just misjudged it, silly mistake, but... yeah, Lando would have closed on the championship lead if he didn't do that. Probably. It's just unnecessary moments like that, I think. That is the worst AI placement I've ever seen in my life. You, sir, are getting shafted. Oh! Well, hang on. That hasn't gone to plan. We're not taking that line down. I can't turn. We are not taking that line down, chat. Oh, we've got no front wing. Come here, Charles. Charles.
Oh, what happened? Let me know you're okay.
Blue flags. Respect them. Yeah, Norris, to be honest, doesn't even need to start on pole to win. I think if Norris can just start top 3, top 4, what I think should be possible, then he has the race pace to win from there, or at least to always be on the podium, you know? Did you really just take yourself out after saying that? No. Probably. Any tips to improve quality, pace, consistency? Depends what you're struggling with, mate. Let me know what you're struggling with. Charles doesn't give any space. He didn't. I agree. Can't believe he turned in on me like that. Disgraceful. Oh, I almost flipped the car. Blended semi blended. I'm having a skill issue now. Might be time to go to bed. I think it might be time to go to bed. I might be toast. Turning into Prime Liam Lawson. Whoa! Bit offensive. Oh yeah, what an apex. Right. we are going to call it a stream there. We are going to call it there, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate everyone tuning in. What can I change on my settings to feel better on the gas pedal? Probably rear suspension stiffness can be a good one. Or lowering rear suspension stiffness or adding more downforce is probably a good way to go. I am tired. I am tired. I am tired. Hi, tired. I'm Brendon. We'll give a raid to Heather. She is doing Amateur Hour Canadian Grand Prix second time on F1 2025. Making the evening even more enjoyable. Oh, mate. Thank you, Jacob. You're a legend. That's very nice of you. That's very nice of you. Thank you. I need to stop having voice cracks. Oh, look at you being a sweetheart. Right. We had 2 massive raids, though, from Fabio and Jarno. So, they are goated. Goated. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow. Banned before bed? Banned. Get out of it. Don't want to know you anymore, mate. Don't want to know you anymore. But no. Everyone, really thank you so much. And much love. And possibly see you tomorrow. Always cook. Back to... Yeah, you always overheat rear tyres in Singapore. Drive with caution. Exercise due care and attention because it is dangerous on those streets. Yeah, everyone, thank you so much. And I will catch you possibly tomorrow, if not the day after. Much love. Grazie, ciao, ciao. Bye-bye. Let me press the red button. Ciao. Bye-bye.